All right, that should be clean enough.
There you go. All sorted. Nice. Well, I've only got one empty beer bottle on my desk. You got the thing.
Check it out.
Nice. I wish could only wish we were so organized over here. I'm months away from doing it. Like my parents only got their first shot in the last couple of weeks, and they're both over 60. You know, so that's the kind of
yeah.
Here.
So my entire family, like my brother, sister, my dad, they all got theirs like months ago, and I finally got mine. Like, I got the first one at the beginning of May, like exactly a month ago.
Nice.
And then I got the second one 2 weeks after that. So I'm a week and a little bit after that. So I know it's 2 weeks after you get the second one that you're fully vaccinated. So I'm almost like on Wednesday, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm good.
Well, nice. My one of my brothers works. He's a electrician by trade, but he works for a hospital as like a repair person around the hospital that's got an aged care facility attached. So he's been fully vaccinated basically as soon as they could as an aged care worker. But that's and his wife's a nurse, so she got vaccinated pretty quickly. But yeah, everyone else it's taking ages.
So like, because like I'm planning on visiting my brother because he just had a kid 3 months ago.
Yep.
So he was like, "You got to get vaccinated if you're going to come visit." Absolutely. So I was like, "All right." I was like, "I'm on it."
Is this your first nibbling?
My first what?
First, I said nibbling, which is a genderless term for niece or nephew, because you didn't specify.
Yes. Yes. It's a niece. It's a little girl. Her name's Juliet.
Nibbling's one of my favorite words for no other reason other than it's too obscure and nobody ever knows what the fuck I say.
Yeah. I was like,
"You're talking what? What are you talking about, dickhead?" So, around your brother, is he somebody that's that you've kind of played some video games and stuff with? You seem to have had a wide range of games that you've played. Is he somebody that's played along with you while you're growing up or anything like that?
He's the whole reason.
Yeah. You want to tell me?
Is your webcam also? Is your webcam working?
It's working for me. Is it?
Because I don't see you.
You don't see me.
I just see a gray screen.
Is it working? It's working on my end. Hang on. Working on the Twitch broadcast. Let's.
Well, if it's working on Twitch, that's fine.
I tell you what the problem is. Try this.
Oh, there you are.
Now you can see me. Is that working?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Now you can see my mess down behind me. There.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got. That's how it is. I got the menu from the restaurant I work at. Some clothes. Like,
nice.
My bed. Bunch of video games.
My
room's relatively clean
still. Webcam, and if I switch it, let's see if I switch it back. Does that one work again for you now?
It does.
I don't fucking know. Who knows?
So what were you asking?
So so you said that your brother is the entire reason that you play video games.
Oh yeah. So
tell us about this.
So I grew up playing N64 because my he's 6 years older than me.
Yep.
So he's about 32 now. And so we just played a shit ton of N64, like Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario 64, GoldenEye, just you name it. Like,
yep.
Just that's all we did. And like my brother wasn't a dickhead. Like, he actually let his little brother play with him.
Yep.
And so I actually got decent at the video games, Because
nice.
like when you're playing with like when it was me and him playing with like our little cousins and stuff, we'd like unplug the controller and like put him on the CPU, like act like he was playing.
That's one of my favorite babysitting tricks. You just hand a kid until they know really what's going on. You just hand them the controller and you play yourself. That works well.
And so yeah, like so my brother was just always like into video games, and so I just used to watch him play video games a lot when I was like 2, 3, 4 years
Which
old.
wasn't a thing yet, right?
Right. And so like yeah, when GoldenEye came out, like that shit was insane. And I remember playing it a lot alone as well when I was like 5.
Oh right.
But like I had to play with cheats on, like, you know, I had invincibility, all guns, you know, everything, because that was the only way I could get through the game. But you know, it was still a great time. But then we'd play multiplayer, and he'd just destroy me, and you know, it's fantastic. But my favorite growing up was playing Mario Party. Like I loved Mario Party. Like I absolutely loved Mario Party. And I remember I have a story. One time I was playing Mario Party with my brother and my sister, and the way our sibling group worked is it switched between like who was teaming up on like the one man out. Like so it was either me and my brother against my sister, or it was them two against me.
Mm-hmm.
It was never my sister and I against my brother. But I remember one time I was at my grandma's house and we were playing Mario Party 2, and my sister got on the star. She got on the star, had 20 coins. Instead of hitting yes and then going to the bathroom, she was just like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And so me, the little shithead, little like 5-year-old Randy, was like, oh. I grabbed the controller, hit no. Because you can hit no on the star instead of buying it. And yeah, shit like that. That's the relationship with my siblings, just fucking with each other.
Oh, that's yeah. I've got a similar age gap between myself and my youngest brother. And twice in one of the reasons why I hate Grunty's Furnace Fun is because twice I completed Banjo pretty well, like maybe not 100%, but high percent all the way to Grunty's Furnace Fun, and then my youngest brother deleted my save file there twice. He's like, no, fuck you can't beat this game before I do.
I remember similar. There was one time when I was at my grandma's, and we had our N64 there, and I was playing Ocarina, and I was like pretty far into the game, and like I had beaten it like once before, maybe. Like I was pretty young. I was like 10. But my dad wanted to take us to go to a movie. And so my cousin, like, we weren't bringing him. And he was like, can I play Ocarina while y'all are at the movie? And I was like, yeah, just don't delete my save file, dude. Important. And then we get back from the movie, and that's exactly what he did. And I was so fucking pissed. I was like, I had one request. I was like, you could have played my save file and made progress, and I wouldn't have been mad. But you deleted it, man. Like, come on.
That's one of the things that's been terrible about the Pokemon games for forever, is that they only ever had one save file on them.
Yeah. And I've had that absolutely happen too. Pokemon Red, that was like basically the only Pokemon game I played. But I had that overwritten so many times by my cousins.
Just don't have any cousins.
Yeah, the cousins, man. I don't know. Like, they're all so cool now. But, like, when we were kids, like, I was basically the same back then as I am now. But, like, they were just fucking insane. Like, and now they're all awesome. Like, I love them. But, yeah.
And
they're constantly causing trouble.
So the other thing I guess I see is you still seem to have a bit of a Mario Party keenness about you. You always seem to be the first one onto it at these VA meets and stuff like that. You fucking love it.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love it.
Tell us about
it's just I don't know. It's because I grew up with it, I guess, but also like it's the best game to play with like a group of 4 people that you don't have to care about. Like, you don't have to be good at the mini games. You really don't.
Yeah.
And like, you can just have a fun time with it. Like Tyler, Sergeant Rage Quit.
Yep.
He's won multiple times, and I usually win like the majority of the mini games, but like he still wins. So like it doesn't matter how skilled you are, unless everyone is just like extreme tryhard. You know, like you've seen like the meets like with Clemens and Austin. Like there was that one meet in Minnesota with like Clemens, Austin, Boss, Edine, like a few other guys. And like they had a super intense fucking game of Mario Party 2.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know if I could compete there, but like the way I like, you know, I usually am drunk when I'm playing, and that's kind of the best way to play Mario Party, honestly.
It's literally
like, let's be honest.
Literally a party game.
So,
although I can't
like,
imagine Clem takes any games anything less than fully seriously.
Oh yeah, even when he is drunk. Like,
yeah, yes.
No, I would love to play against Clem.
Yeah.
Like, I would absolutely love to play against Clem, because when I get like into Mario Party, like I take it serious.
Yep.
And it's so fun. I love it. It's just the best party game, man. As much as I love Mario Kart and stuff, like in GoldenEye multiplayer, like Mario Party is just the easiest one where you can just chill. It's not full focus the whole time.
Yeah, you switch on, you switch off.
Yeah, you can just have a good time. Like
even
great.
Mario Kart, you need to know where all the tracks go to be somewhat competitive. Like you don't need to.
Oh yeah, and you gotta be good with the mini turbos, and like Mario Kart's intense. Like it's actually a really serious game. Like
yeah,
it's like speedrunning GoldenEye or Perfect Dark, but even more intense. At the top level.
It's a stick wrecker.
Yeah, like it's crazy and it's awesome. It's a great game, but there was one time at a PA meet, like at Josh's, where there were like a bunch of Mario Kart dudes there, and I was trying to play with them, and I was just getting fucking destroyed, and I was just like, I don't want to play, like honestly. Like, because I stand no chance. Like, I love Mario Kart, but like, y'all are too good. Like, y'all are way past my league. So like, there's no point in me playing. I'm fourth place every time. So
it's like, that typical thing. I'm the best Mario Kart player amongst all my friends, but it doesn't mean I've got anything on a world-class Mario Kart player.
Yeah, exactly.
So you obviously started playing GoldenEye back in the day. Did you ever stop playing it? Like, have you still got your original childhood N64? Or did you keep playing it all the way through, or?
Same N64, same cartridge.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get into speedrunning until 2015.
Yep.
Which was after the Goose, Alex Anderson co-op run at GDQ. Yep. Yeah. So I didn't even see that myself. My brother messaged me, and he was like, dude, check out this run. This is awesome. And this Goose guy is hilarious. And I was like, all right, I'll check it out.
Nice.
And I thought it was fucking awesome. And so I was like, you know what? I think I could get into this. Like,
yep.
And I still had my console. Like, I had it on me.
Nice.
And went to Goodwill, bought a CRT, and then I was at my friend Noah's house, and I noticed in his closet he had a Dazzle sitting around.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey mate, are you using this? He was like, nah, take it. I was like, you sure? Well, I'll just borrow it. Like, I'll bring it back. He's like, nah, just keep it. Nice. I was like, okay. Same Dazzle I've been using since. Like, every single one of my records on the rankings. Same Dazzle.
Still using this Dazzle. Nice.
Yeah. And so I played before that though. I bought a CRT that had a built-in VHS player.
Yes.
And because I didn't have a capture card, so I got a copy of Dirty Dancing.
Like and a VHS copy.
I put the little piece of tape over the thing so you could rewrite over it. And so I was playing for Dan 53. I was playing for Dan 53 for like a month. I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't communicating with anyone in the community. I had a lot of 54s, I was playing 2.x. Like I figured that much out. Like I bought the GameCube stick and everything.
Yep.
A lot of 54s. I didn't know you had to wait cinema.
So you had all of the all of the disadvantages with 2.x without any of the advantages.
Yep. So, and I had a lot of 54s. And then, so I never got 53 back in 2015, but I got some other times like Randy Bukima like drafted me onto his league team in 2015.
Yeah, really.
And I got like Streets 114. I got like Runway SA 23, Cavs 10. Did I get 103? I'm not sure. 104 or 103. Like I got a bunch of those like entry level times.
Yeah, I had a scroll
And
through.
they were all worth like pretty decent. Like Depot 26. I got Chicago 15. I got Defection 6.
Well, you got Bunker 118 as like a 30-odd pointer.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that was a great time. And like, so I was super excited for the game. Yep. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. But then like, I kind of fell off for a bit. I didn't really play like all of 2016. Yeah. But then 2017, I came back and I started streaming again. And one day in chat, I was playing Damn Agent for 53, and Birdie was like, "Are you insta skipping the cinemas on Damn?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, you gotta wait like part of the cinema to build full speed for 2.x." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I got 53 the next day.
So how many of those 54s were like low 54, 54.2?
Oh, I mean, there had to have been a lot of them. Like,
would have waited.
like if I was just playing 1.2, I probably would have gotten it. Like, yeah. But like, yeah, I didn't know because like I said, like I really wasn't part of the community.
Yeah,
like I was just playing.
You weren't connected super strong.
Yeah.
So you said that you know, the 2-player 2 controllers run at GDQ was one of the things that got you in. Were you following speedrunning at all in a wider sense, or was it just because it was basically like a GoldenEye thing that you had a connection with your brother and that was the way in?
I mean, I was watching some GDQ a little bit, I guess. I wasn't really like that into speedrunning at the time though.
Yeah.
But like, you know, my brother was such a big GoldenEye fan when we were kids that like he saw that run. And I remember actually it was the Narcissa, like the she had the Ocarina any percent run at a GDQ one year. And one of my brother's friends messaged me about that, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking insane. Like, this is like crazy.
Yep.
And like it was around a similar time. And so yeah, I guess that's kind of when I started getting into speedrunning. And I started watching Goose a lot. Cause like, you know, he was a fucking funny guy.
And he was the biggest GoldenEye streamer, so if that's the game that you're kind of interested in.
Yeah. And like I always loved GoldenEye. Like it's always been one of my favorite games. Like I never even beat it like up to that point.
Yep.
Like on 00. I remember when I was like 18 or 17, I was like living with my brother like in his apartment, like in his college apartment. For the summer before I moved up, like back up to Virginia. And like I was sitting there one night trying to beat GoldenEye, and I was playing 1.1. Like I had never played 1.2. Like I didn't even know 1.2 was a thing until I like figured out what speedrunning was.
Mm-hmm.
So like I got to jungle or so on 00, and like it was just too much. Because I was R-aiming every, like, you know, 1.1, like, I just couldn't do it. Like, it was too hard. But...
The game, and like, then, casually, the game really spikes after about train.
Yeah,
on double O.
it's a very difficult game on 1.1 at least.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no, I just it's always been such a good game to me. So like, yeah, I just got into it because I was like, if there's any game I'm gonna like play this much, it's gonna be this one. And this is before I even knew Perfect Dark was a fucking thing.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't even know Perfect Dark had ever come out?
No,
Right.
I never grew up with Perfect Dark. Never played it. Didn't even know about it.
Yeah. Okay. It's so wild to me because like Perfect Dark was so anticipated when it was in its time, like so heavily anticipated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I missed out on all of that.
like I've got a video game magazine in my cupboard here, and it ranks Perfect Dark at 110%. Like it's more than a perfect game according to these idiots. Because
You know,
it was better than
kind of agree.
GoldenEye.
I kind of agree with them, but yeah.
So, talk us through this kind of 2015. Are you streaming any of this sort of stuff, or you just really kind of around the periphery of the community? If you're joining in on League and getting some of those entry level times.
So I don't even remember how we were communicating because this was pre-Discord.
Yep,
Um,
you must have been on the forums back in the mid 2000s.
so like honestly, like I don't know what platform we were even using. Like it must have been the forums because I was like,
Where is this saying Mumble?
well, I wasn't on Mumble, but like I know I got drafted because like I communicated somehow, and I was like, "Hey, my name's Randy. Hey, Randy, you should draft me," and he did. But it definitely wasn't on Discord, so I don't even remember honestly. It must have just been in like Twitch chats. Like,
Yeah,
like I'm not even joking. Like,
no, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, that was how I first started talking to Jackstar. He just appeared in my Twitch chat, and I was talking to Jack. So here he is. He's got 53 now.
So yeah, like I was like kind of getting like I was living at my buddy AJ's house, like, and I was like kind of getting into speedrunning, like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Like, I went to Goodwill with him. We bought a CRT. I already had my N64 because I was like, you know, I'm pretty quick. Like I figured like I'm not gonna play on LCD. Like I'm like I need a CRT, and this is when Goodwill still had CRTs, and I got a really nice one. It still exists. One of my friends still has it. Really nice CRT. It's like 23 inches. It's got a built-in VHS and DVD player and an SD card slot. It's got output.
SD card
super
slot
nice.
in a CRT.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for, but
interesting.
It's got output, you know,
Yep.
so you don't need splitters. Super nice CRT. My friend still has it. I may drive and reclaim it one day. I'm not sure, but it still exists. I bought it for $25.
Nice, grab.
Very nice CRT. But so I played for a while. I think after League ended, I kind of just like didn't really care that much. Kind of was burnt out. Took a while off, and then in 2017, which is like when I turned 21, I think.
Yep.
I moved back to Virginia and started going to college, and I was like, I kind of want to get back into GoldenEye. And so I drove to like 5 different Goodwills trying to find a CRT with output because that's what I had. Like, because I didn't have splitters or anything. I didn't find one, so I ended up buying the same one I still use to this day. This little fucking guy. $6.
Nice. I still got the sticker on it. Yes.
Focus.
$5.99. Perfect.
$6. Bought this little fucking guy. And yeah, I started playing. And one day I was streaming. I was playing FAC Agent, I think. Like I got a 49 or a 48. And Rage Quit, Tyler Deal, like he was in my chat and he was like, "Hey man, where do you live?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in North Virginia." And he was like, "Oh, I'm in Southern Maryland. Like, do you want to have a meet at some point?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Nice.
And so I ended up meeting up with him and T Positive, and I became very good friends with them, and that's kind of how I got like more into the community, I guess, like more comfortable being in the community, because like I actually met some people who were in the community, and yeah, just ever since then, like I've just been around. So
Mates are great for that, like actually building a connection for real that's not, just an online connection, I guess.
Yeah. And Tyler's the fucking nicest guy. Like he's the best. And so is T Positive. Like they're the fucking best. Like,
Tyler seems to host very well, I think, from what I've seen.
Yeah. So like, yeah, he was just like, "Yeah, man, come drive up. Like let's hang out." And I drove up and we hung out and it was a good time. And we did it basically every month since then. And now I live a little bit further away from them, so it might not be as frequent, but
still worth the drive by the sound of it.
Yeah, like two of my best friends, and like I met them online, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
I
love that.
So joining Randy Bakima's league team, is that the origins of the "Who is Randy C" meme?
Sort of, yeah, because it was, so the exact context is Randy was still around actively at the time, and it was after I got to know Tyler and Taylor, and I got Surface 1 Agent 104.
Yep.
And I posted it, and like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, nice, Randy. Grats. Good job, Randy." And Goose was like, "Why do you call him Randy? I thought something big happened." And they were just like, "Well, this is because it's his name." And so then the meme started, "Who is Randy C?"
so it's basically the same origin as "Who is Wixie Lever?"
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's like I got like, because when I got the time, it was still worth points, but
yes, yeah.
Like, it was relatively irrelevant. So like Goose was just like, "Who the fuck are y'all talking? I thought you were talking about Randy Bukima getting some insane time." And it's like, "No, it's just me, the other Randy." And then so Goose was like, "Why don't y'all call him Chappie or something?"
But around this sort of time, do you still consider yourself mostly a GoldenEye player through all that? Like you kind of dabble in PD, but still mostly.
Oh yeah,
GoldenEye
no,
player?
I never considered myself a Perfect Dark player until like last year.
Yeah, right.
Like literally a year ago. That's when I became a PD player. Like I always cared more about the GoldenEye rankings.
Yep.
By far. And then after last league, I don't know if it must have been Will. Like Will must have just had a major influence on me. And yeah, like it was like the first time after a league where I just kept playing PD instead of just dropping it.
Yep.
And going back to GoldenEye. Like I just kept playing, and I got really excited on it. And I was just like, I'm a PD player now.
Yeah.
And I got to fucking top 8.
Yeah, you're doing bloody well with it. Yeah. So
like I got so excited about the game, like, and it got so fun because I played so much GoldenEye and felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. And then I finally like started taking Perfect Dark seriously, and I was always getting somewhere on every level that I actually fucking played, like that I dedicated to. Like I just kept getting better, and it felt so good. So, like I'm at that point now where getting a PB is like pretty hard, but it's still super fun. Like
You're down to grinding out tenths at a time rather than
yeah,
seconds.
and like like the Chicago agent grind. I was playing that for like a week and a half, however long, every day. And Pear comes in, he gets it in a 12-hour session, gets it before me. Didn't discourage me though. I was like kind of pissed a little bit that he got it before me, but I was like, you know what? He deserves it. Pear is a good player. But I just kept going. I didn't give up. Like that's the thing is like all these like records I've gotten in Perfect Dark, it's because I didn't give up. Most times in GoldenEye, I've given up because I've been like, fuck this. But in Perfect Dark, I've managed to be able to like just be like, just keep going. I'm going to get it. It's a matter of time. Just keep going.
Yep.
And so far, it's worked.
I mean, it still sounds
like
your Chicago 14 grind was less than your damn 53 grind. So
yeah, it technically was.
And that's kind of cool to see that transition and that growth as well. So that you've gone from a player who's been going for decent GoldenEye times to a player who's legit top 10, a threat in PD. Like that's it didn't happen overnight, right? But that's a legit step change there.
Yeah, I'd say the first few years of my GoldenEye or not my Perfect Dark career were kind of like whatever. I really only played during League.
Yep.
So I never really took the game seriously. But as soon as I started taking the game seriously, I started seeing results. And like I realized that I'm like a good player. And I'm able to get good times. Which is, it's a nice confidence boost. And I'm not trying to sound like egotistical or anything, but like it really is like it's like if I just sit down and set my mind to it on Perfect Dark, like it really on GoldenEye, like I've tried. GoldenEye, it just doesn't work. But on Perfect Dark, if I just sit down and set my like I played Rescue Agent for like 2 weeks. And that game that level is it's a luck fest. Like you need the lab coat, But I just persevered and I kept playing it until I got the time I wanted.
Yep.
And it could have even been a second lower. The run was a little sloppy, but it's like still it's like it convinced me that I'm capable of if I set a goal time and I really, really focus and I really try, I can get there. I just have to really focus and try. Like I got to be adamant about it. Like I can't just I'm playing here and there. Like no. Like I really got to try. But like I know I'm capable. So it's nice to know that.
Yeah.
Like I used to take GoldenEye and Perfect Dark kind of as like a whatever. Like I don't really care about it that much. I'm just playing for fun, and I am still playing for fun. Because I do very much enjoy playing Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. But it's like, when you get in a serious grind, it can get in your head. Like it can really fuck you up. Like, oh, what if I'm not capable? Like, what if I'm not good enough? Like all that kind of shit. But then it's like I realize like, no, I am capable. Like I just have to really focus and really figure out what I'm doing, and I can get there. It might take longer than other players, like, but who cares? Like,
Still achieve the same goal. It's kind of fascinating listening to you talk about this because it's a really the more and more it comes through is about how impactful your mental state and attitude towards a game is, rather than just like the physical tech skill of being able to press the buttons at the right time and do it. It's the mental aspect of speedrunning is massive.
Absolutely. That's the main thing for me, because I think my fingers are capable of whatever they need to be capable of. It's just being able to teach yourself how to do it properly. Like, I have the dexterity to be as good as Ace. I might not be there mentally. Like, he's naturally there more, he's more naturally there to where his dexterity, like his muscle memory and shit, like it works out faster. It takes me a lot longer, but I think I could get there if I really focused and tried as hard as I could. Like, you know, I don't think there's any physical limitation. It's just the way you train yourself. It's just the way you train yourself. It's all mental.
And another reason why I say that, particularly as for a player like you, is over the last few years, I guess I've seen you go really hard. Frankly, like in League, you're always driven quite competitively to do well in League. That always seems to, at least to me as an outsider, that's what it looks to be. Am I right in thinking that you're kind of driven by that competitiveness in League?
It is. It's absolutely true, because, like, I've had problems with alcoholism and stuff. So, like, a lot of the time during the year, like, I didn't really play that much or play that well, just because I was like drinking all the time and shit. And then during League, like, League would hit, and I'd be like, okay, Ricky drafted me. Like, I got to do well for him. Blank drafted me, or I'm doing my own team. And so I was like, so I'm gonna really take it seriously, because, like, I want to be a good teammate. And this is like, it's my mentality. It's my same mentality at work. It's like, I show up to work and I want to do the best job I can do. Like, I don't want to fuck my coworkers over.
Yep.
That's the way I treat League. It's like, I want to do the best I can do for my teammates. So I just take it as seriously as I can.
Yeah.
And just do the best I can. And that's why I perform so well during League and Perfect Dark. And that's why I realized, like, I'm a good player. It's just I was holding myself back all the time, because I was just like just doing drugs and shit, like,
Yeah.
drinking, doing drugs, like, whatever, and like you can't perform well like when you're doing all that shit. It's just not possible. Like, maybe to a little certain extent, but not a peak performance. And I already know that. Like, I literally quit drinking alcohol for like half a year, just because, like, after League last year, because I was like, well, I'm playing so well, I don't want to start drinking, like, not even like a couple drinks. Yep. Because my performance is going to decrease.
Yep, need the brain fully switched on to be able to
like
do this right.
I just want to wake up and play the game, and that's it. Like, I don't want anything affecting my brain. And it worked. And it's like, I'm drinking now. It's like, whatever. Like, I'm not taking the game as seriously right now, because I already got to 8th place. I'm not so worried about dropping out of top 10. Like, I'm just kind of chilling right now. I'm working a lot. Like, I'm working like over 48 hours a week, and it's a fucking basically manual labor job. Like, I'm on my feet all day running around, fucking cleaning dishes, blah blah blah, serving food. Like, so, like, I'm not that worried about Perfect Dark right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I do still care. Like, I do still have a lot of records and times I want to get, and I'm gonna get around to them. But right now, I'm just kind of I'm settling into my job and stuff. So
nice. It sounds like a positive again, like it's where you choose to put your focus.
Yeah.
So the
And
reason, go ahead. The reason why I said earlier that you just like appeared to be like, frankly, a hyper competitive League beast was like League 2019. You Dr. Light was coming in with a fresh, completely blank times page, basically, and you know you're coming in with a full times page in both games, just about, but you're still trying to chase him and go toe to toe throughout. That like, were you second in the MVP rankings for that year or third? Like, you did pretty bloody well.
I was top 5 at least. No, and that dude, that was the thing, is like I was talking to Dr. Light like every night during that league, and it was so good because like every night it would be like, because he lives West Coast, I live East Coast, and so East Coast it's midnight when the daily changes, and for him it's like 9 p.m.
Yep.
So every day at like 8:30 p.m. his time, he'd be like, I'm gonna go take my dogs for a walk. I'm gonna come back and see what the daily is. And then he'd come back, and then we'd both just fucking play the daily.
Nice.
And like it was like every night, like it's just like me and Dr. Light just like playing the daily on Perfect Dark, and it was so good. And it kept me super motivated because it was so fun. And he wasn't on my team or anything.
No. So, which is exactly, that's kind of my next point. Exactly, something that keeps coming through for you is, it sounds like you develop these really friendly rivalries with other players. So, like League 2019, it's a friendly rivalry, but it's a rivalry nonetheless with Dr. Light. League last year and development throughout last year is obviously like you and Will in some sort of friendly rivalry, pushing each other. That is, tell me what you think about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So with Will, so it was really I felt really fucking bad last league, man.
Oh, really?
Cause I was like so torn between drafting either him, and I had first choice, either him or Para.
Yep.
And I told Will I was going to draft him, and then I ended up picking Para. And I should have picked Will. Like, in all honesty, I mean, I would have won league last year if I picked Will. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I definitely would have won league if I picked Will. But like, to this day, I still feel bad about it. Like, and we joke with each other. Like, but I actually do think he still feels actually like kind of like, why didn't you pick me, man?
Yeah.
It's like, and Paris sounded so fucking keen to play last league, but then he didn't really play that much. And now, like, he's played way more this year than last year. And like, I don't know, dude. It was, the feeling of buyer's remorse.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next morning, I was just like, what did I do, man? And I still feel bad about it. Like, I should have picked Will. Like, Will's like one of my best friends I've met in the elite. Like, I fucking love Will, man.
Yeah. That's
So, and I love Pear too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Pear is also one of my best friends in the elite.
well, that's
But
two of
like,
the Warps crew, right?
yeah. But like, oh man.
It sounds like a bit of a Sophie's choice.
I don't know if he'll ever forgive me.
You know, you're talking about buyer's remorse, but it sounds like a bit of a Sophie's choice there. Like, it's tough
just
to
like,
choose.
it was so. It felt like a coin flip.
Yep.
And I picked the wrong end of the coin.
I mean, I think Para looked on paper like a really good pick. Like,
yeah, no, and Para. No, I mean, I've told Para this too. Like, I was like, dude, I should have picked Will. Like, I shouldn't have picked you. And he's like, yeah. Like, Perry's a fucking great guy. Like, I love Perry, but like, he's right. He's like, it's like, yeah, he was playing Mario and shit. Like, he wasn't fully committed, and Will was, and Will fucking destroyed it. And I destroyed it too. Like, I did pretty good. So if I picked Will, like, yeah,
it made if the two of you had been on the same team, it might have blown the other teams out of the water a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But I immediately regretted that decision of not picking him the next day, and I've never really lived it down. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's just a story now.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like, that's just the way the world works.
Yeah, it's all just part of the history of League at this point, I think.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't League last year. It was League 2019. I think you got on a bit of a grind for S1 102. That just is a time that seemed to Surface 102 seemed to take a little while to happen for you.
Did I do that during League?
It looked like you started kind of during, not League just gone, but League 2019, and then finally kind of closed that out.
I got it in December 2019. So yeah, maybe I started during League 2019 for that.
But that's
Surface 102, yeah.
That's, I guess, your only standing world record in GoldenEye at this point.
It is, yeah. It's the only one.
So at least you got one.
Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so.
Yep. The game moves faster than you think sometimes.
I've had more GoldenEye records than I have had Perfect Dark records, I'm pretty sure.
Across different stages or levels?
If you don't count the duel, I've had more GoldenEye, like, win set records than I have in Perfect Dark.
Really, even including the infill madness?
Oh, true. Yeah, no, I guess not then. That's true. I forgot about infill, dude. God, that was such a insane month.
Crazy kind of month. Now, you were the first person to at least post a run with the clip, like the SA.
I was the first person to untie infill with the clip.
Did anybody even believe it was really viable until you did that as a bit of proof of concept?
So I'm not really sure, honestly, because I wasn't really in communication with Henrik and Alka, and Alka was actually one of the ones that was testing shit.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit. But no, I was like, I started messing around with the clip and stuff, and I messaged Alka and I was like, fuck this clip, dude. I'm done with infill. I'm not going for fuck this.
Yep.
And then like a couple hours later, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with it some more. And so I messed with it some more, and I got like a 130 or something on essay.
Okay.
And I was like, I messaged Will, and I was like, dude, I think the Untied is viable. He was like, oh shit, really? I was like, yeah, I'm not sure, but like, I'm gonna keep messing with it. And then I got 127. And then I just like posted the end screen to Will on Discord, and I was like, dude. And he was just like, oh! And I was like, he was streaming at the time. I was like, dude, do you want to reveal it on your stream? He was like, yeah.
Because that's in like the immediate aftermath of Amalgamates, when he was streaming like Attack Ship 205 attempts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he showed the 127 on his stream, and then I guess we just all kept playing it, and just fucking lowered it.
And it just kept, I don't know who came up with all of the strats, but it just kept getting pushed a little bit further and a little bit further, and there just was new layers that just kept getting added to it every couple of hours or couple of days.
So interestingly enough, one of the main strats still used, where you exit the bike into the explosives area.
Yeah.
Sam Fisher.
Yes.
That was Sam Fisher who came up with that.
I didn't know that one.
The MagSec warp, that was me.
Yep.
The lure was a Lou, I guess. Yeah, it's just a bunch of different people.
Yeah, it's
like really... Alchemass originally came up with like the clip into the side into the like helipad area, like the minefield.
Yep.
Like that was an Alchemass thing, I'm pretty sure.
Right. And who worked out that you only need to kind of like touch the large hangar in order to complete objective 2, or was that there the whole time?
That must have been Henrik.
Yeah.
Must have been Henrik. Because he came up with like the majority of like the bike ending, like that stuff, like that was like Henrik.
I think one of the coolest runs in all of that, as the strat kind of progressed, was the tightrope walking ending that you did.
Oh yeah, dude. And it was so hype. I was at Tyler Deal's house during the weekend of the Super Bowl. We were watching the Super Bowl. It was right after Will got 108. And he didn't do it with the tightrope ending. But I was sitting there playing, and Sam Haycock was there too. And I fucking pulled off the tightrope ending, and I got 107. Like during the Super Bowl in front of like all my friends. It was like, oh! And then Will got 106 like later that night or some shit. But but it was so hype. It was so fucking cool.
Getting an untied with your mates around would be
yeah,
that would be cool. That would be really cool.
It was like the most insane thing I've ever done, because it felt like it was so exciting. And like, I don't know, just getting untied in general, like even if it's new strats, like I just knew, like I figured out like a setup to kind of get on the railing, and like it hadn't been pulled off yet in a run, so I was like, boys, I'm gonna grind infill, and I'm gonna pull off this railing, and I did it. Like nice. I fucking did it. So I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Kind of coming back to that mental thing we've talked about a few times, like 12 or 18 months ago, did you think that an untied was ever a possibility for you?
Nope. I thought the closest chance I had to an untied was some insane like rescue PA bullshit strategy untied.
Yeah, right.
And then suddenly here I am, untied sweep. I feel blessed, honestly. Because how many people in the elite have an untied sweep?
Not many. It's an elite club of eliters that have untied sweeps.
Yeah, and so I feel very grateful that I had the opportunity to even go for that. And you know, speaking of Will, like he even cut me a break, because he could have easily fucking denied that sweep. Like he almost did. He had a couple infill essay runs that were 108 roundups to 109.
Yep.
So it's not like he wasn't like trying.
I was about to say exactly that. Like with the untied sweep, like it's not like it was a new strategy, sure, but the competition was hot. There were multiple players going for those.
Yeah,
at the same sort of time.
It was super hard, because every time I posted time, Will would just fucking slap back.
Yeah,
and I was like, after I got the agent untied, 104, and the PA untied. I was like, Will, come on, man. And he was just like, no, I'm not going to just let you have this. He kind of did let me have it, though. He did give in. He did stop, because he could have easily he could have beat me. But he was a nice guy. Like, dude, like I said, Will's a homie, dude. He's a fucking great guy. He kind of let me get the 108, because he could have gotten it before me easily if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So, huge respect to Zelliver. Come on.
But
Hey, is it okay if we take like a quick 5-minute intermission?
Absolutely. Because
I really got to take a
about
piss.
yet amalgamates
and
the likes.
Yeah.
So we'll let you come back. We'll be back shortly.
I really got to use the bathroom. I'll smoke a cigarette. Yeah.
fade back over then. And we should be back. Yeah, we are back. All right. So before the break, I mentioned that we haven't even talked about amalgamates at all yet. Apart from one of the best intros in amalgamates, maybe the best, that was slightly epilepsy inducing, shall we say? How was your experience with all of that?
So with the Horde, I wasn't really into it at all.
Yeah, right.
The Horde. And I got some pretty decent times that Will kept saying, like, you should Horde that. And I was just like, nah, man, it's not good enough. And then I finally got Infill 110, which I really like my Infill 110. It's unfortunate that the new strat came out like right after, but because my Infill 110 had a sick elevator warp.
Yep.
Which, as a side note, I used the MagSec to warp into the lift.
Yeah.
Which is where I came up with the idea of using the MagSec to warp into the clip for the new strat into the minefield.
Yep. Interesting.
But no, with that clip, like into the lift, like I was like, dude, 109, 100% possible. Because you could do a MagSec warp into the lift and out of the lift and get the dragon boost and save like half a second. Yeah, so like I was like, 109, it's out there. And at the time, my 110 was tied for the lowest decimal, and I missed the dragon boost coming out of the lift.
Yep.
And it was tied for the fastest decimal. So I was like, yeah, 109's out there. But anyways,
109's definitely out there now.
Yeah. But no, it was like, so I got that. And then the next day I got AFO 52, which was insane because I wasn't even like grinding that level. I just caked it. Like I honestly caked it. It's the only time I can say I caked. And so I was like, damn boys, like I guess I got a couple runs. And I was like, I'll play Rescue Essay for a while. And then I got 215, which to me, like, to my standards, like, I didn't really want to include, but I did just so I had an extra run. But yeah, in terms of the section, in terms of editing, oh man. I was like so not like excited to edit my section.
Yep.
So I was just like, B down, Will, do whatever you want.
Yep.
And they fucking killed it. They made it so like when they showed it to me for the first time, it was like the day before the release.
Yep.
I was like, holy shit, dude, this is better than anything I could have ever came up with. This is incredible. Like, what the fuck? This is so good. Like, I died laughing. Like, it was so funny.
Did you had you picked like the music for it, or did you let them just go? You just get the runs and let them do whatever they wanted with it?
I picked the music for the runs. So like the intro with like the flashing EJs.
Yeah.
That song is called Eliminator Jr.
That is the Eliminator Jr. song, right? Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, definitely use Eliminator Jr. like on my intro.
Yep.
Yeah. And like they just did such a good job. Like B Down is incredible, and like Will, whatever influence he had, also incredible. Like they just nailed it. Like it was so perfect. It was the best thing I could have ever hoped for.
Yep.
Because like I was sitting there one night, like I had Sony Vegas open, and I was like starting to edit my section, and I was just like, I can't do this. Like I really can't.
I
And
am
they
absolutely.
just did it for me. They just did it for me, and it was incredible.
It's great. I'm fucking
Like,
terrible at video editing. It took like I decided I wanted to put music on my Archive 16 when I got that, and it took me like an hour and a half to do this like 20-second
yeah,
video with a song.
yeah, and like, yeah, no, they just did everything perfectly, and I loved it. Like, I'm so glad it came out the way it did.
So Eliminator Jr.
And
is after the song. I'm guessing it's reasonably obvious. Is that right?
yeah,
Is that a particularly favorite song, or do you just like the sound of it, like the name?
it's not a particularly favorite song, but it was a particularly favorite band
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
time when I came up with the username when I was like 15. Sonic Youth, and because like my original username online was XRChapX
Mm-hmm.
because my best friend at the time, his name was Philip Chittister, and his name was Peachid online.
Yep.
So I was like, so he was like, "Oh, you got to make your name R Chap," Randy Chapman, and it was taken. So I was XR Chap X. I was like, "Oh, this kind of sucks." And so I was like trying to find a new username, and my brother, his username online was Look a Ghost, which is another favorite band. My favorite band, Unwound.
Yep.
I actually used that song in my Chicago 25, and then in my Chicago 24, I reversed it and used the same song, but Look a Ghost. But my brother had that as like one of his online usernames on like a bunch of forums.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, I'll just look at like some song names of some bands I like. And I was like, Eliminator Jr. That seems like a pretty cool name. So that's just been my online username since.
Yep. Used it in a few places, not just on the Elite.
Yeah.
Unwound. I haven't even heard of Unwound before. What kind of style of music are they?
It's like post-hardcore alternative. Like, I don't know, man. It's my favorite band ever. You just got to check them out. They're so good.
I will have to check them out.
They're so good.
Check them out.
Listen to the album Leaves Turn Inside You. It was their last album before they broke up. It came out in 2001. But it is such an incredible album.
Nice.
And yeah. The bass player, like they broke up in 2001, but Justin Trosper, the main guy, and Sarah Lund, the drummer, they did a collab back in like 2015 called Nocturnal Habits, and it was a really great album. But Vern Rumsey, he wasn't on that album, but he was the bass player for Unwound. He died like a year or two ago.
Right.
So there will never be an Unwound reunion, unfortunately, but it's my favorite band, easily.
So in all of that, you kind of mentioned, you got Chicago 25 and now 24. Like there gives you a sweep on Chicago, right? With PA 25. Again, like they're pretty like it's a single liner that you got there now. That's to have a sweep like that must be pretty satisfying.
Oh yeah, man. I never expected to get Chicago 14. Never even thought I'd go for it.
Yeah.
20, like once I got 25 and 26, I knew, like, as soon as I saw the new strat, I played it for like 5 days straight.
Right.
And I knew I was going to get it. Joris got it in a day and kind of pissed me off, but I wanted to be one of the first people to get 24, like after Boss. And I ended up being the third or fourth person. Third, I think.
Third, I think, yeah. A third on SA and fourth on PA.
Yeah. Yeah, because Joris and Ace got 25 with the old strat. Yeah. And so I was super excited about that when I got it, because it was my first liner in either game. And I mean, I really fucking grinded for it. Like, I really grinded for it. And it was so satisfying. Because 25 took me a while. Like, it was a really frustrating grind. And when I finally got it, it was so satisfying. And then it was like a month. It was like a month or less. But like before, you know.
So technically it wasn't a world record when you worked your ass off for it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Fucking
balls. So I was just like, I gotta get 40.
Yeah.
And so I just went for it. Like, I just grinded every fucking day until I got it. And yeah.
And then finally, towards, was it late last year or was it the start of this year, is you've made your entry into the top 10. Like, that's...
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even remember when, but that felt good. But then my goal was just to pass Taka. I was just like, I gotta pass Taka.
So, like, you felt like that was, like an achievable goal, or was there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or was there just a big gap between Taka and Dr. Light?
It's not a huge gap because I haven't played Deep Sea yet. It's not a huge gap, but like, it was just like, I know as soon as I pass Taka, like, I'm kind of like a little bit more safe in that spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like 30 points ahead of Taka now. So like, I know I'm like a little bit safe for now. Like, I don't gotta worry about like getting bopped out of top 10 at all. Like,
yep. Is there a PAL set up at MD Mates normally?
No. Like, Taylor has a PAL console, but he doesn't have a PAL Perfect Dark copy. But I'm gonna buy a PAL console here in the next couple weeks.
Yep.
So
get on the Deep Sea.
I'm not even worried about it for League too much. It's just like, I need a PAL setup. You know.
I mean, if you don't watch out, Goose is gonna bop you.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I mean, honestly, like, he could. Like,
imagine if Goose bopped you in PD.
It's not impossible.
Are you on After School Speedrun Club?
I'm not on the team, but I'm in the server.
You got all the benefits, right? Because I forgotten who was in Will's team or not. So
yeah, I'm not on the team, but I'm in the server.
That's the important part. Looking through my list of questions, I'd intended on opening with this, but we started talking about something else instead. As somebody who's never been to North America, let alone southern parts of North America, you got to tell me about this Buc-ee's thing. I have absolutely no idea other than what I've seen in a Goose video.
Goose covered it pretty well.
Yeah, right.
But, dude, I don't know, man. It's just amazing. It's like, you go in, it's just this fucking massive, massive place. And they got all kinds of homemade beef jerky. They got a whole stand of barbecue. Like, they're making barbecue, homemade barbecue. I don't know, dude. It's just, when you're there, you feel like you're home.
Right.
Like, you can get anything you want. And then they got all this like Buc-ee's paraphernalia, like, you know, little teddy bear Buc-ee guys you can get, t-shirts, keychains, fucking whatever you want. Like, it's amazing. I don't know, dude. It's like just the best truck stop you could ask for. You go in, it's like you feel like you're on like a little mini vacation for like 10 minutes. It's great. Like, it's fantastic.
So does the red username come before or after the Bucky's avatar? Because they pair quite nicely together.
Well, red's my favorite color.
Yep.
And the reason I got attached to Bucky's is when my brother went to college, he bought a bunch of Bucky shit, and I thought it was fucking dope.
Just look cool.
So, yeah, because he had like the Bucky shirt and the Bucky's pajama pants, and I got a pair of those myself now. But so I was just like, dude, I like the logo. I'm gonna use that. Like, it's a good image to use, like, as your profile picture.
Yep.
And so I just used it ever since.
Nice. So it sounds like you're not done with the games yet. You're not gonna walk away. Is there any kind of goals that you've got for what you want to?
Tons of goals. First of all, I gotta get Extraction 48. But on top of that, just in general, dude, I want to get top 5. I really do.
Yeah, cool.
I really want to pass boss.
Well, he's back to being a GE player apparently. Eric's just mentioned that he got 148 in chat, so you never know.
So, like, no matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes, like, I do want to pass boss. And I'm gonna keep playing. Like, I'm not playing as much as I wish I could, I guess, but you know, I'm gonna keep playing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna keep trying to pass boss. I really want to get top 5. Because then top 5 will be Ace, Lake Demon, BK, Zella, and then me. And that would be pretty cool.
That's a hell of a short list.
Yeah.
Hell of a short list.
I don't know if it's necessarily gonna happen, but it is a goal. And I'd really love for that to happen.
And you see that, like you see a path to that. There's a possibility.
For
you have to work hard,
no.
There's a possibility of doing it.
It's definitely possible. It's just there's a lot of really difficult times I have to get that I'm willing to go for.
Yep.
But it's not a half a year goal. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Gotta turn around quick. Not gonna turn around quick, I mean.
So yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm not giving up on Perfect Dark anytime soon. Like, even if I'm not playing as much, I'm still playing.
Yeah.
I love it's my favorite fucking game, dude.
I've gone out to chat to see if there's any questions. Big Dub's in here and asking, have you got any GoldenEye world records that you're interested in at all?
Yeah, a couple. I mean, not interested in that I want to play for them necessarily, but
you've only got a finite amount of time. You might choose to play PD instead.
I do want to get Surface 246. I do want to get Cradle 33 Agent at least. Yep. I do want to get Cavs 101 at some point. Like, these are all records I'm interested in going for at some point. I just don't know when.
Yep. Earlier you talked about seeing the distinct possibility for infill 109 even before the old strat, so adding in mag set warps and stuff like that. So I'm not going to ask you to give away any trade secrets in case you're sitting on them, but Quoty's got a good question here. Like, do you see a path through to any other untides for EJ?
Not quite yet, but it's a good question.
Yeah, Right, I'll let you read that one from Ace. If you do you have chat available to you at all?
I don't have chat open.
Ace says, "Are you ever going to complete your GoldenEye page?" So fill in those NAs.
See, that's tough because my NAs are Free Aztec, and one other shitty one.
Another terrible level.
What is it? So it's like all of Frigate.
Yeah.
Oh, Jungle
Double O, and Aztec Agent. Yeah. I mean, Aztec Agent just keeps getting pushed harder and harder.
Yeah. So I mean, I will. I mean, ideally, I want to at least get top 50 GoldenEye.
Okay.
At least. So yeah, eventually I do have to play all of those. And basically my entire times page. My entire times page is garbage. So yeah. Maybe someday I'll get around to just grinding Frigate again. I don't know.
It sounds like Perfect Dark is the preference at the moment.
I'd rather play. That's the thing is like if I'm grinding Frigate for a while, I get bored and then I'm just gonna play Perfect Dark.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy. Play the game for enjoyment, right?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of stories that you wanted to talk through that we haven't got to in any style yet?
This is where I always get thrown off because I'm so bad at like remembering good stories. But I know they exist. I don't know, man. I feel like we had a pretty good conversation. Like, I don't know if I can really like throw much more at you. Like, honestly,
Qwerty is always a man with questions, so he's interested.
Unless people got questions, I'll answer questions.
Qwerty wants to know how warps came into existence. Is warps even the right way to say that acronym?
Well, the way that came into existence is there was a server with Ace in Swiss. And then I guess Will got added to it. And then I got added to it. And then Perry got added to it. And then it became Warps. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, there's not much more to it than that.
So like, server I'm just not even joking. Permanently.
Like, the acronym just happened to work out.
Yep. Somebody saw it.
This was never a planned thing. It's just Ace and Swiss had a server.
So
where it was just them.
Is Swiss hoarding a Chicago 14 to complete the Warps 14 sweep?
I wish. Maybe he is. Honestly, I might not even know. But we've been begging Swiss to get 14. We coached him. We're in voice chat with him. We're telling all the tricks because we really wanted Swiss to get the 14 because we'd have like the Warps lineup. But I don't know. I don't know if he's. I haven't heard from Swiss in a month, maybe a month and a half.
Yep.
So,
actually, I've just looked at the Chicago rankings for the first time in a while. Was Discombobulator the first player to get 15? Yeah,
he might have been.
It was.
Yeah.
So that means that there's the two Randys lined up because you're the most recent person to get 14, and he was the first person to get 15. So the two Randys are there, one with 14, one with 15, bang next to each other at the moment.
Hell yeah, dude. Man.
Is the Swiss 14 real? I'm not sure, Ace. We'll have to find out. But seeing as there's no more questions coming in from chat. Oh, hang on. Ace, of course, this was always going to come. Are you going to finish your Paper Mario Master Quest playthrough?
I don't even know if I have the save file anymore.
Might have to go back to the start. But
I probably do have the save file, but like, how am I gonna possibly resume years later? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I should just restart it on hardcore.
Don't promise anything that you won't follow through on.
Yeah, I won't follow through on that. There's no way.
But thanks for coming on and hanging out. It's been interesting.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's very great talking to you, man.
So, I'll.
I was sad that we had to reschedule this so many times because I was moving and stuff.
That's all right. Real life gets in the way, man. Real life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Plus, you're a real grown up and got a more than full-time job if you're working 48 hours a week. That's plenty hard. So look after yourself with all of that.
Absolutely.
Big Dubs tried to sneak in after we've nearly wrapped. He's asking any other games that you have speedrun or have interest in speedrunning.
I thought about speedrunning. Well, before I got into GoldenEye, I thought about speedrunning Half-Life, and I dabbled in it a little bit, but that game's way too intense.
Is that ILs or RTA style runs?
Just full game Half-Life runs, and I learned like the first 5 minutes of the game, but it's too intense.
Too much.
And then this year I thought about getting into Resident Evil 8 speedruns because I really liked that game, but I've already watched the speedruns enough to where I'm like, nah, I don't want to speedrun this.
Yeah, I really like the IL aspect of GE and PD. Like,
yeah, that's the best thing about it is because you don't have to commit like to certain hour-long sessions. You can just play for like an hour or two if that's all you have time to do, or you can play for 6 hours.
When I was playing for Bunker 117, I was playing in 10-minute sessions sometimes. So
yeah, it's like you can do short sessions and it's fine.
Yeah,
and that's the best part about it.
But we'll leave it there. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll talk to you sometime later.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
Catch you later.
Really enjoyed it.
Good. See ya.
Bye.